Hey guys, Justin here. I'm in High Wycombe right now, back to all of the airport line sections, and joined by Silong today. Silong's visiting Perth for the first time, and he'll be leaving tonight, so that's why not just go ahead and do a quick film. And there are two things I will address before the train leaves. Here's the new sign. They do set Claremont, and instead of just like Perth and then switch to like a platter and some garbage like that. But the announcements is all screwed up because there's some Claremont passengers, Perth passengers, the next service like that, and one more even worse is passengers for Claremont, Perth passengers. What is that? And also the worst part is, what is this garbage? McIver, Perth, City, comma, West. There's no stations called City and there's no stations called West. Oh my gosh, there's so much buck for this one. We'll go to the middle car, and according to the caption, for real full. Because last time when we took trains, but unfortunately on the train is, they still said this train runs from High Wycombe to Perth, not Claremont. But that's alright. So this time we'll do the full journey, for real. All the way from High Wycombe to Claremont. Because last time on October 9th is only to Perth, so that's why today we'll do the for real full journey. And I will be checking out more stuff on the Fremantle line sections later on with the new systems stuff. We'll check out the sidings as well at Claremont. This train runs from High Wycombe to Perth, stopping at all stations. But later on when they switch to Perth, when it goes to Perth, we switch to Perth to Claremont. That's the three things that I think is stupid. The announcement and also the information board is all messed up. Why is it City, comma, West? This is so dumb. And of course, you guys know on the other side, on the Fremantle line side, it was said High Wycombe via Perth instead of just High Wycombe, instead of just Perth. We'll still have some more things to check out later on, which is the announcements and also some of the turnback sidings and how the trains go in, and yeah, more stuff. Next station, Airport Central. And this is a that number. I'm not gonna say it out, but you guys know what it is. Next station, Airport Central. Alight at Airport Central for Perth Airport Terminals 1 and 2. Airport Central. Now the staffs on these three new stations are being extra lenient these few days because this is a new station, so they allow people to actually just walk in and take some stuff. There are normal people taking the trains again, of course. This is what this thing is for, so... Oh, we got a new announcement. Passengers with luggages are Passengers with luggages are asked to use the lift, which is a cool announcement. Passengers with luggages are asked to use the lift. That's a cool announcement that they added in. Next station, Redcliffe. Alight at Redcliffe for bus services to Perth Airport's Terminals 3 and 4. And I really feel bad for the driver of the circular route to Airport Terminal 3 and 4 292 because they use luggage rack buses for 292, which means that the bus will only run on Route 292. So that's why the drivers just have to drive non-stop that loop. That driver just have to drive non-stop the 292 loop from Redcliffe to Airport. There are no other choices, no other routes for that driver to drive, which is so sad for that driver. Now you guys might be thinking, oh, Route 301, that's like the shortest route if the driver keeps looping that stupid loop. It's like one street. But Route 301 is just like a quick detour for drivers. Because drivers for Route 301 do drive other routes. After one quick detour of Route 301, it's gonna go back to drive other routes. But for 292, because it is a luggage rack bus, it is fixed to drive 292 all day. So that's why that driver just have to drive 292 all day without driving any other routes, which is so sad. I like the tunnel sections, but this time we'll go all the way through to Claremont. We don't need to end at Perth. Next station, Redcliffe. Alight at Redcliffe for bus services to Perth Airport's Terminal 3 and 4. And arrived at Redcliffe. Now Sea Leung is on this side. And his videos, remember to go subscribe, and his video is probably going to upload at, when you're going to upload those? He's not used to my style of filming. Later day? Like, around when? Yeah, because his videos, he pre-recorded all of the videos and upload one every single day. So that's why his last video was filmed like at July. So that's why it's probably going to take a while before his airport line video is going to go up. But remember to go subscribe. He has videos all over Australia and some in Hong Kong as well. Although the Hong Kong videos are a little bit old because he hasn't go back to Hong Kong for a while now. And the funny thing is, even though both of us are Hong Kongers, we have never spoken Cantonese within each other, which is so dumb. Next station, Bayswater. Then all stations to Perth. Alight at Bayswater for Midland Line services. Alright, back onto the Midland Line sections, but this time with a B series. And people are still feeling weird when you see actually B series all the time on the Midland and Fremantle line, but that's how it gonna goes right now. Full journey, here we go. Although it's the same old section, we'll go all the way to Claremont this time. Because it's a B series and it's a new style, it's with the airport line trains, with some new announcements. Because there should be still announcements saying Claremont where this service terminates, although it doesn't say like continue your journey on Fremantle line. Max speed here, although actually today I don't think they're running max speed because it actually seems very slow. And back out to the Midland Line sections. Next station, Bayswater. Then all stations. Okay. Next station, Bayswater. Then all stations to Perth. Change at Bayswater for Midland line services. And doors open on the right. There are transit offices. I'm looking at the transit offices, whether they're getting on.
Change here for Midland line services.
Okay, now. Okay, the transit officers did not get on, so okay. Next station, Meltham. Meltham. This is Meltham. Midland on the outside. Next station, Maylands. Alright, Maylands. And there's the toilet outside. There's, oh, they added in 901 and 902. Actually, Sealand doesn't know this, yeah? Yeah, the train replacement bus stop outside, I don't know why they need to do that. They place it right next to the toilet. It's over that way, like far that way. But they place it right next to the public toilet outside. So since you get off, if you have train replacement buses, just get off right next to the toilet, which is so dumb. There are quite a lot of people, but most of them will get off at Perth, so that's why it should be alright. So the full journey for airport line should be around 50 minutes. So because you guys have seen the last time around 25 minutes for this section for airport, I mean High Wycombe to Perth, and then we might need, I will probably need to do some editing, cut out the waiting time in Perth and we'll get out to Claremont. Claremont should be around 15 minutes, around there. Next station, Mount Lawley.
Next station, Mount Lawley.
Mount Lawley. Originally, actually, they said they would use the latest set of B series on the airport line, but they are not doing it anymore. You see, we're already using set 69 right here. They said originally we were going to use the 110 plus series for airport line, but they didn't even do that. It's whatever. They just put random series all over the place.
Please mind the gap. Doors closing.
Well, if you're actually having these airport line 3-car trains stopping at these Midland line stations, I don't really feel that empty, but well, that one only have 901 though. These still only have 901s, doesn't have 902. But for mainlands, they have 902. If maybe the mainland, maybe the airport line one will stop less stations. But it should be stopping at all stations for airport line because it's train replacement. So, and anyways, maybe they haven't set it up because it's not really that necessary yet. The trains, the airport line probably won't stop service, like won't have service disruptions that fast, right? Next station, East Perth.
Station, East Perth.
Unfortunately that they don't have the announcements for B series. Like lines at East Perth for interstate and TransWa trains and bus services. We got another airport one over that way, set 71. Now only East Perth are long enough for 6-car trains. All the other ones are not. So
This is East Perth.
or you guys might be thinking, wait, you can just set up like the on October 9th express train, 6 cars, maybe stopping at East Perth. But what's the point? Having Midland line trains and normal airport line trains running at the same time, it is impossible to do express trains. On that day, the express trains like literally took the same time as the normal train services. So, yeah, but when you have a 3-car trains on a 6-car platform, you just feel so empty on the platform. And especially in the morning today when I took 940 passing through Great Eastern Highway, I saw all of the bus stops. They're getting emptied out with only 940. Yes, for so many of the routes, it is only 940. I mean, for a lot of the sections now on the Great Eastern Highway, it is only 940. Place broke. Before on Great Eastern Highway, you guys know how many routes there are? 36, 40, 286, I think. The special route 286, 296, 299, 380, all these routes run on Great Eastern Highway. Now, the bus stands, they're all getting cleared out and only having 940, which is so sad. They only have 940 on the bus stand right now. Or past the sections from Redcliffe onwards, they have 290, but now again on that section only 290 because 36 is gone. So that's why Great Eastern Highway right now is so lonely. All of the routes are not available, like all gone. Yeah, not a lot of buses, but 940 is high frequency, so it can take up some of the lost services on the other routes. And you can change at Redcliffe, but Redcliffe section is pretty down because you need to loop in around 3 minutes extra from Great Eastern Highway to get to Redcliffe station. Alright, Claysbrook. Finally, doors open on the left for some of the stations. For airport line trains, it might be you can change to. I think you can change to the Armadale one, because for Midland line you change to the Thorney one. For the perfect timing, right here, you go across. For the Midland one, you always change to Thorney on the outside, but maybe for airport line you can change to the Armadale one. Who knows? But so far the train is not leaving. So. Let's change the drivers. Here we go. Oh, yep, perfect. Like that. Perfect. Like I just said, there's this Armadale. So, airport line you can change to Armadale. And there's a Midland one over that way. So, for the Midland one you change to Thorney, for the airport line you can change to Armadale, which is good. The timings are all pretty good. Next station, Mackay. Alright, we're ready for the new announcement at Perth. It should say Perth to Claremont, stopping at all stations. Alright, Mackay, and it does say Claremont outside. And oh, there's not in service A series. I'll probably going back to the depot. And it does say Claremont outside, so. So, and it does not even just use the blue one. It used the sky blue, which is the normal airport line color. Even on the airport, even on Fremantle line sections later on, it will show sky blue instead of the normal Fremantle blue. I don't know, was that not in service one over there? Probably just going back to the depot. That's an A series, set 33 and another set 14. Next station, Perth. This train runs from Perth to Claremont, stopping at all stations. Oh, it doesn't say the announcement. Oh, that sucks. Why? Because for B series, if you run on Midland line, it does say this train runs from Perth to Fremantle, stopping at all stations. It does say that, but it doesn't say for Claremont apparently. Then we got another airport one over that way. For sure it's going to be platform 7 because normal. Alright, into platform 7 with this train. And here's the, afterwards we binds with the Fremantle line sections, which is not available on October 9th. So we keep going on our journey. And you're gonna take Fremantle line after Claremont?
I might do a bit of filming at Claremont.
You just do the sidings, yeah? Sidings is cool. Got another High Wycombe one on the outside. Yep, there it is. W pattern for Claremont. One more minute. Next one, Fremantle. Well, but I will not gonna join you on a Fremantle because I'm gonna come back out. I'm gonna come back out, so I'm not gonna join you to take to Fremantle. You definitely should have to visit Fremantle. You have to go. But unfortunately, the timing for you to is not that great because the market is not open, which is not great because market only open in the Friday and Sunday and Saturday. Next time when you come, you need to come during those days. You can go to the park. The park is nice with the Ferris wheel. Pretty good. Yep, there it is. I don't know whether you guys heard it, but I keep talking to the sea lion over that way, Kelvin. This train runs from Perth to Claremont, stopping at all stations. Here's Perth. If train departs. Here it goes. Which now we won't wait for too long because of the extra train services that you have to come in. Platform 6 not in use. And keep going on our journey. Airport line on to the Claremont sections. Good old Fremantle line sections. Next station, City West, which is not City, West. They really need to fix that stupid bug. I don't really mind if they do the Claremont passengers, Perth passengers, that is alright. But the City, West is really unacceptable. It's like they're creating stations. Right out back here. We got 362 over there. Seldom see those route. 403, that's for Stirling. That's a normal bus route. The only new but also not new bus route that goes to Perth Busport after opening is 38. 38 is not an old route, but it just goes to Perth Busport now. Before it goes to EQ, now it goes to Busport. So that's the only new bus route that actually goes to Perth Busport. City West. Now, quote unquote new, because it's not really a new route, it's just changed the path. All the new routes that go to City, they all go to EQ. 270 EQ from High Wycombe and 940 EQ to Redcliffe. That's the two new routes that replaces all of the routes that originally terminates at stand D, I think. I think stand D is going to be so empty right now with all of the routes just getting deleted. Because all of the routes that are getting deleted are using stand D. City West here. This is City West. Now later on at Claremont, we're just going to run out of the station. We're going to film at the bridge like last time, just in case staff kicks us out. Okay. There we go. Yeah, okay. Next station, West Leederville. Oh, there's a Midland one. Unfortunately, the Midland one still said just Perth, so which is kind of annoying and kind of frustrating. That when you see the stuff up there, sometimes see the panels, you see something like kind of weird and just like all over the place. Because the Midland one doesn't go through Perth, but the airport one goes through. So. Alright, next is West Leederville. This is a section that you guys are very familiar with, but it's just, you guys have not seen too many of these with B-Series. Later on with vlogs, which actually we will take airport line of course sometimes, even on the Fremantle line sections. We just like whatever trains we get we take, so. But of course we cannot neglect the A-Series, so that's why we'll do some A-Series of course normally as well. But here's the signs up there. You guys can see it? Can't see. They'll do that on Claremont. This is West Leadable. Apparently no one is opening the doors, so that's why the announcement doesn't even bother playing. Yeah, because no one opened the doors, so that's why it doesn't even bother playing the announcements. Yeah, that's the abandoned platform. Platform 3, that's the abandoned platform. Just like acting as a tour guide for Silo because he's the first time coming here. My favorite station entering Subiaco with the tunnel. Because also this is his first time traveling on Fremantle Line section, so that's fine. He's getting excited. And Subiaco. We got another High Wycombe train on the outside, set 122. This is Subiaco. You should set High Wycombe via Perth on the outside, but unfortunately on these stations are actually the old information board, the old information panels up top instead of the new ones, the digital ones. So I don't know whether they'll show High Wycombe or not, because there's not enough space. We're gonna have a quick check on that. Does it say High Wycombe or still say Perth? Oh, it says High Wycombe. There it is. High Wycombe.
The train said Perth.
High Wycombe. Of course it says. Of course the train says Perth because the system just does that, but the announcements outside does not. It just says High Wycombe. That's cool. But without the word via Perth, which is oh, that's all right. But yeah, the train head still says Perth because they have to do it that way. Because later on when we go another journey back to Perth with an airport line train, you guys can hear the announcement with the switch. It still just said as soon as it hits Perth, this is Perth. This train runs from Perth to High Wycombe, stopping at all stations. Next station, Daglish. Station Daglish. The station featured for the airport line official poster or something like that. Now after Claremont, there's actually two sidings. One is the one that we used last time when I filmed with Mark on the Claremont. The Fremantle line shut down, the train entered. That's the first siding. And there's another sidings behind that one, close to Swanbourne. Then the trains can go in that way as well. Because just in case too many trains, you cannot really get in there too fast. Now the airport line replacement bus services, they only ends at Perth, so that's why it won't go over here. Alright, Daglish.
This is Daglish.
Someone's running on a train. There it goes. Yeah. Oh, it's Japanese. Since I saw, they're pretty cute actually. The kid is pretty cute. But since they come in, I immediately know they're Japanese. So, cool. Alright, next. Someone opened the door again? I guess so, because yeah, someone opened the door at the last second again. Dong. Next station, Shenton Park. Now the D pattern on Fremantle Line is gone because of airport line. There's no point of having that extra service because there will be extra service already a full day during this section. So that's why not just remove that and just take airport line services. And also the last service of D pattern is so lame that they even just use a freaking 2-car train for that stupid D pattern service. Usually they use B series for the D pattern Fremantle Line like before, but on the last service they just use a 2-car because why not? 35 minutes right now. This next is Shenton Park. Oh gosh. Can't balance. Later on, of course, what is going to be the pattern for... What's going to be the pattern for the trains that actually goes to showgrounds, passing through showgrounds, airport line trains? What are we going to call it? The pattern? WS? WS pattern? WF pattern? Or whatever that is? This is going to be very weird when later on with the showgrounds, with airport line trains actually stop at showgrounds. Or maybe they just skip showgrounds because of the Fremantle line trains. There's a Fremantle one over that way. It's at 29 and 18. Shenton Park. Route swaps to the back. With fewer people back here, easier to deal with stuff. We can just film across right now, there's not too many people on this side. Next is Karrakatta. There's more ads. The new airport line will operate between Claremont and High Wycombe via Perth station. Next is Karrakatta. Because I'm a tour guide right now, the next section will be the shortest, according to Transperth. Yeah, I'm telling Sealand right now, he's literally ignoring me over that way. Literally. There he is. Yeah, upcoming the shortest section for trains. Oh, I kind of forgot Karrakatta's on the left. Yep, there's outside, Claremont. Can't see it, huh? There it is, Claremont W. Run straight back on. Alright, the next section is the shortest. Lord Street. Literally the shortest. Less than 30 seconds. Next station, Lord Street. And made it. Less than 20 seconds. At Lord Street. And next station is Claremont, which we'll terminate and get off. Lord Street. We'll run straight up to the bridge as soon as we get off. We're not going to stay in the stations for long, for now. And we're not going to tag off because it'll come back in later on anyways. This is Lord Street. Next station, Claremont, where this service terminates. Alright, next is Claremont, terminus of this train. Oh, 65. That's a lot of people in that train. Alright, next is Claremont. Actually, we will focus on the announcements here. Actually, the announcement will come up but when we actually arrive at the station, so that's why don't need to go there too early. Pass through showgrounds first before the announcement plays. Right, showgrounds. No one's here because it's not open today. Pass through. And now ready for the announcement.
Next station, Claremont. Where this service terminates.
There it is, where this service terminates. This is Claremont. This service terminates here. I press the button and we'll run straight up to the bridge to get the train entering sidings. Because the staff in this station is a little bit rude.
Your attention, please. This train is no longer in service and will be going to the siding. All passengers, please leave the train immediately.
Please leave the train immediately. All right, let's get out. Let's run. Get up to the sidings. Terminating train. Please do not board. Let's run up to the sidings. They don't want to come back in and don't need to tack off. Let's see whether we'll be using the first sidings or the second siding. Looks like we'll be just using the first siding. That's unfortunate. Yep, we're just going to use the first sidings. There's one right there. There's one at very near Swanbourne Station. Just don't drop personal belongings onto the tracks. Here we go. Train departing. Into the siding, slow as hell. Now luckily it's not the woman today. The staff in the station, there's one woman. That person's rude. I didn't get kicked out last time, but Mark kicked out by that woman last time because he was filming. As soon as Mark started filming, the woman staff just legs him out. You need permission to film in Transperth. Please leave if you want to, if you're going to do that. Yep, there it goes into the sidings. If you use the second siding, the train won't go that slow. It will just go straight that way and use the second sidings. Well, there you guys have it, full journey. Remember to like and subscribe, click the bell so that you can get notifications when I post. Check out the links in the description down below for my other channels and my Instagram. That's a lot of fun today with this journey. And I probably will be taking the same train later on after the Fremantle one just left. So remember to subscribe to Sea Learn. The link is in the description down below. Click on this video up top and peace.